We are the BRILLIO Agilists team. So, afternoon, we were all listening to Ashutosh, right? He was talking about his college crush. So we are extending it now a little further, and actually we are telling you a love story. Okay? So this is, the love story between the team and the customer for a change. Okay? So we are going to now, quickly, because we just have 10 minutes, so show how, we really made this happen, how the team really made this happen through being mindful, and we also learned about spiritual quotient, emotional quotient. So some of those aspects and really making it happen is what we are going to talk about. So, the key thing that helped us was, we all focus in Agile, right? When we do Agile sprints and scrums, we look at the minimum viable product. But here, the team came out with a new concept. That is maximum lovable cycle. So, so this concept is, we just coined it ourselves, but moving from minimum viable product to a maximum lovable cycle. Basically, see what we deliver to the customer as features. Even the customer might not be very clear about what they really require. So if we make the iteration cycles lovable to them, really be available with the end users. And the 4 points that really helped us was, being available with the end users. That is, the key concept of design thinking, going to the end users, working with them, really understanding them, and understanding their space, living with them. In fact, yesterday somebody spoke, you should live with your end users. So literally the team did that. Our business analyst and some of the leads of the team sat with the market analyst, understood how they do their whole application. We'll talk about this. This is actually the application that they built was for a market funding kind of an application, a predictable model. So we'll talk about that. But the key concepts that really helped was this mindset of moving from an MVP to a MLC kind of cycle. Then being agile. So the team, it's not just following the scrum ceremonies, but really being in the spirit of agile, really, working with the customer, product owner, and really understanding the requirements and making a quick prototyping, rapid prototyping. The team started, in fact, when the product owner met with the team and gave his requirements within 3 days, morning, I think in Bhanu Prakash session or somewhere, we also heard that within 3 days, whatever product prototype was built. In a similar way, the team was able to do a rapid prototyping, show the customer the kind of features that they wanted, and got them, get a feeling that yes, this team can do it. So the main 4 factors that helped was, first thing, the empathizing with the customer. Second aspect is being agile, and the third aspect is evolving product, feedback-driven evolving product. That is rapid prototyping, and the fourth is superior quality through engineering insights. So all of us in our delivery pipeline, use multiple tools for build, for testing, for deployment, and all of that, monitoring, and all of that. But the data from all of those tools are, siloed, so you don't get the real information or the insights from that. So this team, in BRILLIO, we have developed a product called Bolt, orchestration of leading tools, which has plugins to multiple tools in the delivery pipeline. Getting that and the insights helped it. So, basically, if we really want to look at, what we call as BRILLIO 1, our agile process, it is mainly experience, intelligence, and speed. That's what really helped us, get this kind of transformation where, the customer really, as you saw, a lot of accolades from the customer. I love BRILLIO, so that is what finally came out from the customer. So, the key concept of delivery philosophy from MVP to MVC is, getting the functional aspects of the application quickly through rapid prototyping. then making it a lovable cycle for the customer. That is really working with the customer, understanding his pain points, and giving him a good customer experience, and building intelligent applications where the end user, how the features are being used, collecting the intelligence from that, and being responsive applications. So now I'll hand over to Srini to explain the challenges that the team really faced when this whole transformation journey happened, and how they went through it, and a brief of the application.
Yeah, thanks, Satrish. Yeah, it's a product which we have to build within 2 months' time, and the first and foremost challenge we had is, if at all this product is not released within 2 months, the users has to wait for another 6 months, because yearly 2 cycles of planning the users do. So if we cannot get the confidence from the users within these 2 months, again we have to wait for another 6 months. That's our first challenge, and this goal is not compromised, right? So the second one is, this product, once it is launched, it has to be extended to 140 countries across 20 geos. So it should have a highly scalable, it should be a highly scalable product. That is one more challenge, I would say. And the other important thing is, like, it's a bigger goal for us. We don't have time to transmit our team from farming to performing. We have to shortcut into a performing team. So how we can engage our employees is the important thing here. And customers on other side, so they are purely business people who doesn't know, who doesn't understand much of agility, and we had to train them to make them understand, and they are in sync with us. So later on it was an easy path for us. So I'll skip the product about. This is the team, what they say.
Motivated, energetic, diligent, focused, innovative, kinetic,
unique, aim high, confident, passionate, powered by technology,
analytical,
collaborating,
flexible, empowered, transparent,
supportive, aligned, together, fantastic,
exciting, friendly,
fun, lively,
refreshing,
sporty.
So that is what the team has said after the experience. We, in fact, had 3 aspects in this. One is the team's experience. Engaging the team is one key aspect, and enabling the customer experience is our second important thing. And together we should have a transparency and a friendly atmosphere for the team as well as for the customer. So we need the tools to enable that one. So we have one initiative by our HR. So that's called a WhatsApp board. So we want to be transparent with our employees. So we have, for every project, we have a WhatsApp board with about 6 parameters on various parameters. Every 15 days, they give us a happy or a not happy thing. And this is actually automated. We get the feedback and we act upon the feedbacks. So we will try to make it green all the time. So, and you can see a great place to work. Survey is also more than 78% for BRILLIO. Yeah. So how we enable teams? In fact, we have fun at work. So we have formed a core team who will take care of fun activities. Every month there will be at least one event that will happen at BRILLIO for the teams. And this team whom we are talking about, they have actually participated in Hackomania and they have won for a BRILLIO, in fact. So other aspect which I said was customer. Always engaging a customer. We have another tool called Codex. So we want to continuously engage with our customer. We want to understand, we have to maintain transparency. Couple of tools, one is Codex and other one is Bolt. This has helped us to be transparent with our customer. So the Codex, how it works is like on a weekly basis, we have a weekly status report that will be sent through this Codex, and we'll ask for a feedback. They can, again, it's a 3-factor, happy, not happy, and amber kind of thing with their feedbacks. Yeah, so we understand our customer pulse and act proactively. We provide red if we are not on track or so. So this has helped us to have always very good customer satisfaction. You can see the numbers where on employees' trust and employees' understanding, they have rated 100%. Whereas with a competitor also we are more than about 80% in average, 75 to 80% in average. And the little product which we have delivered in 2 months, that has got us a big business, and our revenue has grown months on months. New projects got added for the same customer. So this is what the trust factor I would say we have gained from the customer. And one more thing I would like to say is it is the friendly relation between the customer and the employees. So a happy employee keeps the customer happy. That's one thing we say to the employees. At the same time, we ask the team to be always connected with the customer. We always start a new project with a video conference with the customer where they know each other, and the interactions every week, every day-to-day interactions happens between the customer and the employees.
Thank you. Thank you, Srini. So another aspect, as we were mentioning, right, in the metrology session we saw in the morning, right, it's very important to look at, what we are targeting at and measure it. So in fact, here, as you can see on the display, so we have a dashboard which very clearly gives the team an indication of how their sprints are running. And this takes input from multiple tools. For example, from, if we are using Jenkins, takes from Jenkins, it takes the build data and all that. And from Jira, it takes all the sprint details, velocity and other details. If we are using test automation tools from Selenium. So all these plugins are pre-built, and, when the team starts, we build this DevOps setup, that is the pipeline setup, which gives them a dashboard or an insight. So this kind of, metrology with the team, it is, and we have visual indicators in all the team areas. So this shows to the team as to what and how they are trending in various aspects, and helps them self-correct and, quickly get up to speed. So the main factors, to reiterate, I think we are closer to the end time. So the main factors that helped us was, having a good culture to really the team being agile, following the principles rather than looking at ceremonies. That was the main factor. We had a very good team. The other thing is working with the customer, that empathizing with the customer, being close to the end users. We did even invest time and effort to go meet the end users, work with them, and understand the algorithms and other aspects, and bring it back to the team to really appreciate it and build the application in a rapid application prototyping model. So that is what really helped. Following a rapid application prototyping model, being agile kind of a team, and working with the customer in an empathizing manner, and working with the end users really, rather than just as somebody was mentioning in the session in the morning, that product owner may not necessarily be always right. It's the end users who really can give us more insight. So these are the factors which really helped us. Thank you. We are BRILLIO Agilists. If you like the presentation, please vote us. And we are open for questions for two questions.
Now your time up. 50 minutes you have taken.
Thank you. Thank you.
in the phone.
So